Are you alive?
I am.
I am.
I'm alive.
So-
We're alive.
Yay.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to what is this? This is not Walking the Path. This is I Got My Miracle.
I got my.
I got my miracle. And what is a miracle? What is a miracle? A miracle at Rythmia, a miracle is when you see who you've become. You merge with your soul and you heal your heart and you forgive the unforgivable. That's what a miracle is. And we're here to talk about that with these two beautiful beings. So I'm John Jacob Mubarak. I'm so excited to be here with Veronica and Angelica. And do you prefer Angelica or Angelica?
Angelica.
Angelica.
You said it perfectly.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
I like to be perfect. I healed that arrhythmia, but I still like to be perfect. So, so my beautiful sisters, welcome.
Thank you.
So this show, this Facebook Live is about people who have come to Rythmia and have received a miracle. And so I want to introduce first Veronica, who's been here for, this is your fourth or fifth time?
Fifth time.
Fifth time. Over how many years?
The last 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And Angelica, it's your first time.
My first time.
Okay. So perfect. And so we have this beautiful couple that came, and a alumni and a new guest.
Yes.
So tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit about what you each do, so that everybody can know who you are, where you come from, a little bit about your life.
Okay.
Perfect. So I'm Veronica Carrera. I used to live in New York, New Jersey, and I used to be an executive sales leader and in the States for a long time. And I worked for financial service companies, tech companies, and then I came here to Rythmia, and then a lot happened, but we're going to talk about later with John Jacob. But we moved to Costa Rica as a couple in the last 3 months, so we're transitioning here to
Wow.
this beautiful, beautiful place.
So you still work in corporate.
No, I just left corporate America and moved here to Costa Rica, so which is great. And you reminded me, because then we just launched our own executive coaching and consulting firm.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, and tell me about your
Thank you.
background.
Thank
Yes.
you. Well, I've been an entrepreneur for my past 6 years, and working with the wellness world as a yoga teacher, meditation teacher, and now transitioning and to Costa Rica as a couple, as you know, and launching our consultation and coaching firm and helping others to move forward in their lives.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And how long have you been together?
For about a year and a half.
Year and a half. How did you meet?
We met actually when I would come here to Costa Rica to do plant medicine at Rythmia, and in one of those times, I think for a long time I just had a hard time connecting to another human being in an authentic way and feeling that I deserve love. Right at that point in my life, I actually told myself, maybe I just need to be alone. This is it. I'm just going to be alone. I'm going to be fine with it. And when I thought that, and I was so comfortable with myself, I went back to New York, New Jersey, and I decided to go to an event where she used to own that wellness retreat where the event was happening. And that's how I walked in. We saw each other, and I guess the rest is history. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so you were living in New York as well.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
At the time.
And where are you from?
Colombia.
From Colombia.
Yes.
Okay. How long had you been
In the States.
Yeah.
I moved when I was 20 years old. So more than half of my life in New York. I don't want to say my age, but
Don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry. Age doesn't matter. We're timeless. We're timeless beings. Okay. So it was a little bit about your background. Tell me, were you first of all, how did Veronica tell you about Rythmia? And how was it introduced?
Well, first of all, very blessed and grateful to be here and to experience what Veronica experienced the first time and the times that she came and be able to feel it, to feel the place, to feel the experience. And because I know how magical work was for her, and I didn't expect it or didn't ever imagine to be here. And I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful to touch a little bit of her experience with my own experience, and words are little with what she expressed, um, the transformational in her life and how she feels before and after Vimia.
So she told you about this transformation that occurred for her, and did that make you? Were you nervous? Were you scared?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I was grateful, and I'm ready for it. I want to feel better. I want to feel um, present, and I want to feel everything that she described to me. So no fear at all.
Wow, that's amazing. And had you ever done plant medicine before?
No,
No mushrooms.
no.
No plant medicine. This is your first time doing plant medicine.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have an issue that you wanted to resolve? Is it something that you came for, or were you just, oh, this sounds interesting. It was so transformative for Veronica. I want to go.
Okay. I been working in myself for years, but it was something that I knew I had to discover beyond beyond this world, like touch something that I knew it was helping me to open my heart more than I that I feel before.
So you came here wanting to open your heart and to know something beyond the physical world.
Yes.
Beautiful. And so you had an idea of what you wanted when you came here. Did you get that?
Absolutely.
And did you find that the structure of the retreat and the 3 intentions gave you more than what you originally anticipated?
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what more was? Like, what was your miracle?
Okay, I know miracles are expressions of love, but when we know that it's more to identify, more to purify, to be able to touch that miracle, that is when the work starts. Like yes, I want to be in touch. I want to be in that feeling that I'm in that miracle, and now that I could see where I was. That was the first step, and then feel that I merged with my soul during the nights that we experienced the medicine, and then the last thing, it was go back to my childhood and embrace and recognize my being, my soul, and
Like your true
and embrace
self, your
myself,
authentic self?
my authentic self.
Yes.
Bring them back, and walk with that in me. That I think is the biggest miracle, and share my authentic being with the people I love, and the people I know I'm gonna inspire, and the people I know I'm gonna touch. That's the biggest miracle,
That's
and
so
express the
beautiful.
miracle.
And that's so beautifully said. And you'd been in the wellness world and doing yoga, teaching yoga and meditation. You've been working on yourself for a long time.
Yes.
So, what's the question I want to ask? So, this connecting with your soul and being your authentic self, that was not like, did you feel like, oh, I'm already connected before? You felt like I was connected. Right. I felt like I was authentic before.
That's right.
But a new level of authenticity.
A new level. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, Veronica, my sister.
Your brother.
I know.
I love you.
You're my new sister.
I love
We've known each other for a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Amazing. So you first came to Rhythmia 6 years ago. Can you share a little bit about what brought you here?
Yeah. So from the outside, everything looked perfect in my life and perfect. Yeah. And I was someone who was very disciplined. I had achieved a lot of my goals educationally, have gone to some of the best schools, some of the most wonderful jobs with great companies. So from the outside, a lot of my friends thought I had it all together. And I think that is the mask that I wanted to also show to the world that everything was fine,
Mm-hmm.
that I was somehow perfect. Um, I'm not going to say that it was just a mask. It's also something that I was able to do because of my own integrity and resilience, just in how I chose to live. But I knew deep inside that there was some sort of emptiness in me. I knew that I was going to have a big birthday, and in my intimate life, I knew that didn't feel fulfilled with my intimate relationships. And I had a decision to make. Do I want to live like this for the rest of my life? Not having touched the deepest core of who I am, not living authentically because I was tired of living with these masks. Um, and sometimes you don't even know what it is, and it's not there. You just feel it. You just feel that there is something that you are not as fulfilled. And at that point, I had three different people, three different dear friends who did not know each other, that came to me and told me about this place.
Uh-huh.
And I was against any of this. I mean, I grew up super conservative. I had never done alcohol, smoke, anything. So when they told me about ayahuasca, my first reaction was like, what happened to you? What the heck are you talking to me about? This is a friend of mine who's a scientist. And then the second friend that told me about within the following week, someone in the financial service industry who I used to work with. Then the third person came in, and I just told myself, okay, there's something here. And I guess I must have gone through my own introspection, and I would say that it's the universe speaking or my soul speaking to me, that on a Tuesday, I think I connected with Rythmia, so over the email or the phone, and I was here that Saturday.
Wow.
And my life changed completely. I was just never the same person.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
What was it that changed for you?
Yeah. So what I did not know is what was holding me back in my life. And the not knowing is what's hard for a lot of people. And some people get to the point and they feel that there is no way out. That maybe that's how we're meant to live the rest of our
Right.
lives. That maybe that's what life is about. And what transpired here for me at Rhythmia is to go back to that moment of my childhood where I lost my single mother.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a 9-year-old girl who lost that mom who was everything for her, I just remember during the plant medicine experience that child never cried.
Mm.
And imagine the life of that child who didn't have a mom or a dad after that. I had to learn, or I had as a child, to not feel anything so that I can manage life. And what Rhythmia gave me is it's interesting because I haven't talked about this experience for a while. And what Rhythmia gave me is go back to that child and allow her to cry.
Mm.
Allow her to cry, allow her to heal. Let her know that I'm here. Let this adult self that I'm here. And I forgave everybody at the end of the week experience. And that was like radical forgiveness. Radical forgiveness. Forgiving my father for everything that I thought he wasn't as a human being, as a father, forgiving every relationship, forgiving myself, which is the most important forgiveness.
Yes.
And it changed my life. I remember going back the next day to the Empire State Building as a sales leader, and I just knew everything has changed. And from there, it's been a journey to continue to honor my path, and continue to devote my life to my own heart and my own path, to align my life in the way that I know I want to live.
So, so profound, because that's a core piece of the Rhythmia experience, is this inner child work,
Yes.
right? Like coming back to that moment, that time. You had a seminal moment, right, that you remember, but didn't. It's like we all know what that is. We all know who we've become. We know what the moment is, but we've detached the emotion from it. Like you said,
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling, I didn't cry, and I just locked it down and went forward. And I became successful. And from the outside, everything looked like it was perfect.
That's right.
And yet, I knew I wasn't being authentic. There was something in you that said,
Yes.
this isn't authentic. Um, and that going back to that moment and connecting and giving yourself what you needed at that time.
That's
You
right.
know, to give your and to be the one. This is the ultimate movement out of victim consciousness, right? It's that I'm no longer a victim to what happened when I was 9. It's not right. It's not fair. It's awful. And here you are. You're either going to let that moment define you, or love yourself in that moment, going back, giving yourself what you needed. It's like, I am responsible. Doesn't mean that what happened was right or acceptable, but that no matter what happened, you now as an adult are taking responsibility and loving yourself, giving yourself what you needed so that you can move forward in life. Does that
Yes.
resonate with
And
you?
I think I would add one thing. It's like, it's not that I knew I wasn't living authentically. I didn't know, I couldn't put it into words.
Okay.
I just knew that there was something that was missing. And there was something, and then you don't know what authentic means until you know what authentic is.
That's such a good point, right? It's so well said. Like, I don't know what it's just, there's something missing. There's something off. There's something.
Yeah.
How many people feel that way? It's just something, but it really is, we're not being authentic.
Yeah,
And you
that's
don't even
exactly
know
it.
that until
you become more authentic.
you're like, oh, I was pretending that whole time. I didn't even know I was pretending.
Yeah, I did not know I was pretending. Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. And okay, one more question for you.
Yeah.
So now so that moment was seminal. Everything changed after that moment, and yet you came back 5 times or 4 more times.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I knew that I think the first time was the most profound change. It was almost going to the core, the foundation of what needed to happen, so that the soil of my soul is ready to sprout the most beautiful harvest. And now I think my soul called me back again to continue to do more work, to continue to go deeper, and to continue to plant the seeds that I needed to plant in order to live my best and most beautiful life.
Beautiful. So, and that's really why people come back. They either
Yeah.
come back. About 30% of people come back.
Yeah.
70%, they're happy. I got my miracle. I'm good. It was that foundational change, and I'm good for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But about 30% come back because they want to go deeper, or they really love. And these are some questions that I can ask you about your experience. They love the community, right? You've been back 5 times. This is your first time. Tell me about your experience of community. I'll start with you.
I wanted to add that you notice that every time is different because during my experience, I can notice that in my first night when I think, oh my God, I got all the answers. And then the second night, oh my God, I got more. And then the third and fourth. So every time you can find yourself um, downloading or connecting with different parts of your story that is giving you more awareness of yourself. So I can see why I'll be so open to come back. And the community part is a huge, I think, is a big portion of my healing.
Yeah.
And see the miracle in others, like mirrors.
Absolutely. And you make me want to say this because um, when I share with Angelica about my plant medicine experience, I mean, when I started here 5 years ago, I didn't have a partner. I just didn't know what it felt like to feel love and be loved, which is one of the greatest gifts that one person can have. And it took me a few years, as I said. And then when I talked about plant medicine, I mean, we're going to be open. Angelica was like, I don't need that. I don't need anything like that. So, but I knew she is a beautiful human being who's been committed to her consciousness. And at some point it clicked. And we did have, like we did start studying the medicine before. We both had experience, right? Like as we evolved in our relationship, we did have experience together. But then her week here, rythmia, is I seen it. We talked about it since we've been here this week. It's been one of the most transformational weeks for us, not just individually, but as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
What it would be like as a couple to go through this transformation. So beautiful. Any last things that you'd like to share?
I remember being against the medicine because I think we have all the answers inside.
True.
Meditating and be present is a big part of it. But then I was in touch with her and what happened in the story, and then I started questioning myself. Okay, what is the medicine? And then I realized that the medicine is myself too.
Yes.
Yes.
The medicine is my extension body because it's a plant, it's a tree because it's nature.
We are nature.
We are nature. And so
Yeah.
I said, okay, I want to be open to this because I know it's been used for generation. It's been used for
Thousands
of years. So I don't want to be close to it just because my mind is closed and I don't want to be move forward to something that is new. And I know it's probably scary for many people, but just to have be open in your heart is just the first step to embrace it and receive the miracle.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well
Thank you.
said. Well said. Monica, do you have anything else you'd like to
No,
share?
I just wanted to thank everyone here at Rythmia, all of the shamans, all of the people in our lives who have touched us and help us transform and heal our hearts. I just want to say, and deep gratitude to Dr. Jeff, to Jerry, to you, John Jacob, for being such a beautiful human being. And thank you to everyone for being so courageous. And always remember that the universe rewards bravery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was one of the best interviews. Like, you guys were
Thank you.
awesome. Thank you for joining us. I'm so grateful I get to share this each week. And richest blessings, peace, and richest blessings to everyone. We hope to see you at Rythmia soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah.